everybody, my name is Dani. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/AmITheButthole. Am I the butthole for kicking my mother-in-law out of my house, for trying to convince my daughter to give her baby to my sister-in-law?
Everybody loves a baby.
I'm a 34-year-old female and I've been married to my husband for 10 years. We have 2 daughters together, 7 and 5. I have a daughter from a high school relationship who is 17. My daughter is 7 months pregnant. The father is in her life. They're both working hard to save money. I've already had the necessary talks with my daughter, but she is dead set on being a mother to this child. My 35-year-old sister-in-law has struggled with fertility and has basically been told that she cannot have children. They've been actively trying or just not using protection for the past 10 years and only conceived twice, ending in early miscarriages. My mother-in-law already brought up the idea of letting my sister-in-law adopt this baby, but I reminded her that my daughter is determined to be a mother.
It isn't fair.
The other day, I came home from work and my mother-in-law was over. I overheard her talking to my daughter about this idea, telling her how she wouldn't be fit to be a mother and my sister-in-law is much more prepared, and how she wouldn't want to repeat the cycle because I had her so young.
How dare you!
She then pulled a guilt trip and told my daughter how sister-in-law's dream is for a child. I simply opened the door and just said, "Get out."
Get out of here!
She stared at me in complete disbelief, then said I couldn't kick her out of her son's house.
Don't believe me, just watch!
I said I can, and I just did. She left, but then when my husband got home from work, he said she had left a ton of messages about how in the wrong I am and how I'm setting my daughter up for failure. My husband's on my side. Am I the butthole? OP, I am so proud of you for standing up for your daughter. It can be really daunting to have an adult saying things like that to you when you're so young. So for that, definitely not the butthole. You, of all people, are in a position to explain to your daughter what the challenges will be, and she is old enough to make the decision for herself if that is something that she wants to take on. I hope everything turns out for the best. Am I the butthole for disinviting my brother-in-law from Christmas because he keeps telling my son to call me by my first name? My husband has 3 brothers. Charlie and Mike are in their 30s, while Spencer is 5 years old. Spencer is their half-brother from their dad's second marriage. Their father passed away shortly after Spencer was born. 2 years ago, Spencer's mother went to prison. My husband and I began fostering him. It didn't take very long for him to actually feel like our son. As it was, my husband and Spencer didn't have a very brotherly relationship given the 30-year age gap. My husband was already more of an uncle to Spencer than a brother. 6 months ago, Spencer's mom lost her parental rights. My husband and I have been working on adopting him. It should be finalized after Christmas. Spencer is so excited.
I'm adopted.
He's been calling us Mama and Daddy for a little over a year now. So this is basically just all legal, not changing how we feel in our hearts. Charlie and Mike have been supportive of the whole ordeal for the most part. But we faced a road bump recently, which is when Spencer began calling us Mama and Daddy. Charlie found it odd. He said that we weren't his parents, and I said, legally, yes we are. I said he doesn't have to be Uncle Charlie if he doesn't want to be, but we are raising him. Charlie says that we're basically erasing their dad from Spencer's life. I said, no, we talk about him and Spencer's bio mom often. This won't be a secret. As it is, Spencer is very smart and is aware that he only came to live with us 2 years ago. Mike and my husband have both told Charlie to let it go. I've noticed, however, that when talking to Spencer, he refers to me and my husband by our first names. Or he'll say, ask your brother when referring to my husband, or go show your sister-in-law when referring to me.
Who are we talking about?
Spencer is confused because he knows my husband is his brother, but he doesn't look at him like that. We've tried talking to Charlie about it, but he claims it's a force of habit. We were trying to let it go, but then one day, Charlie corrected Spencer when he called me Mama and said, no, that's Kate. Spencer got confused and said, "No, that's Mama." Charlie told him that I'm not his mother. This only upset Spencer further. I've had enough, frankly. Spencer is our son. We have him in therapy and have also asked Charlie and Mike to attend family therapy with us. Only Mike has agreed.
Because I don't respect therapy.
I told my husband that I don't want Charlie at Christmas, which we're hosting, if he's just going to upset Spencer and undermine our place as his parents. My husband said it's completely up to me. So I told Charlie either he stops correcting Spencer or he can't come. Now Charlie is mad and says I'm keeping him from his brothers at Christmas. I said if my husband wants, he can go visit him. And if he wants to see Spencer, he needs to promise to stop undermining my place. Charlie called me dramatic. My mother-in-law wants all of her boys at Christmas and says that I can put up with it for just one day.
Do I have to?
She said it's hard for her to be around Spencer, but she does it for us so I can put up with Charlie and see his side. Am I the butthole? Editing to add, my husband has been advocating for Spencer and does stand up to his family. It's not just me. You are absolutely correct. You are legally his parents. It sounds like Charlie may have a prejudice against Spencer because he's only a half brother and he is the result of his dad's second marriage. Maybe he sees it as an insult to his mother.
I mean, 3 out of 4 marriages go right down the shitter, right?
But that's no excuse to take it out on a child. I think you are absolutely correct not to ruin your son's Christmas by inviting someone around who's just going to insult him and you. Am I the butthole for ruining my sister-in-law's birthday dinner because she encouraged her kids to pull a prank? I'm a 38-year-old female, and my husband and I went to my sister-in-law's house for her birthday. It's quite a long drive, so we drove up the day before and stayed overnight in their spare room. The birthday meal was going to be midday. My sister-in-law has 2 kids aged 4 and 7. My husband and I went in separate cars as we were coming from different workplaces to get there. I am very short-sighted and literally can't see 1 foot in front of my face without my glasses.
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
Every night I take them off and put them on the nightstand right where I know I can reach them in the morning. Now apparently my sister-in-law thought it would be a funny prank to get her kids to sneak into the room. I sleep with earplugs because my husband is a loud snorer. And take and hide my glasses. On the morning of her birthday, I couldn't find my glasses on the nightstand.
Where are my glasses?
I had to ask my husband to help in case they'd fallen off and under the bed or something, but we couldn't find them anywhere. I was really distraught because, as I said, I'm literally almost non-functional without them. My husband helped me down to breakfast, and I explained that I wouldn't be able to take part in the meal midday, which was at a nearby restaurant, and I couldn't drive myself home.
I can't. I'm blind.
I was really upset. They're also expensive glasses because I have to get the lenses thinned, etc. So they're about 600 pounds. My sister-in-law let this go on until they were literally about to go for her birthday lunch. I had not been able to do much at all up until this point because I can't see. Then she jokingly said to her kids, "Okay, that's enough, I think. Go get them." And the kids ran off to fetch my glasses from where they had hidden them. She said not to blame them at all, which I don't, mostly. And it was her idea and just a bit of harmless fun.
Do you see me f***ing laughing?
I put my glasses on, got in my car, said nothing at all, and just drove home. My husband is on my side and has apologized on sister-in-law's behalf, saying that she thought I would see the funny side. He is very apologetic and offered to skip her birthday meal as well and come home. But he is being apologetic, not her. I've had nothing from my sister-in-law except an angry WhatsApp message to the group, not directly to me, but to the family group, saying that her birthday had been ruined because someone couldn't take a joke. Apparently, after I left, she had a meltdown about how the day was ruined because I drove off and the kids were upset.
You see, your actions have consequences!
It is genuinely distressing for me not to be able to see, but I can see how she might have thought this would be funny to get her kids to do. Am I the butthole? OP, what you were describing is a disability. You are effectively blind without your glasses. Would your sister-in-law think it was just hilarious if she stole a cripple's wheelchair? Of course not. That would be absurd and cruel, just like what she did to you.
No, stop it.
I think you're right that the kids are a little too young to understand that what they did was wrong, especially when they were egged on by their mother.
It's just a baby.
So I fully blame your sister-in-law on this. If she didn't want her birthday dinner ruined, maybe she should not have encouraged her kids to steal your medically necessary glasses. Not the butthole OP, and I hope your sister-in-law learns her lesson, but I kind of doubt she will. Good on your husband as well for being on your side. That was r/AmITheButthole. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time. Bye!